This is going to be a topic that some might find extremely hard to understand. And this is also going to be a topic that might be a very stressful time as a content creator, streamer, YouTuber, whatever the case may be. I'm talking about tax season. There's so many questions that I come across on social platforms that are always asking, what do we do about tax season? What can I use as a deduction? What can I do as a creator? What am I supposed to do? First off, as a creator, you are responsible for your taxes. You are the person that needs to make sure that things are paid to your IRS, or you could get in major trouble and have to pay fines. This video is to help prevent you from having to pay fines. So let's start with the basic when it comes to taxes. As a content creator, you are essentially running your own business. This means you have to track your income and pay your taxes. I'm gonna break down the top things that a content creator or streamer can use as a tax deduction. If you don't know, tax deductions are expenses that you can write off to reduce your taxable income. So the number one thing is your gaming equipment. Not only can you tax deduct everything that you bought for the year, from a new mic, a headset, a keyboard, a monitor, believe it or not, you can also tax deduct every single game that you have bought. If you have streaming software that you use or subscriptions to help everything flow together, like I use Canva and I use Canva Pro, so that is a tax deduction. I use a bunch of different things and different elements to help make everything look better and captivate my viewers so that they stick around, hang out, and they're engaged. Computer programs, editing software, if you pay the $10 a month for CapCut, you can tax deduct that. If you pay for Adobe Premiere Pro, you can tax deduct that. Anything that you pay to keep your business flowing, you can tax deduct. You need internet to upload videos or to post on social medias or to stream in general. A percentage of your bill can actually be tax deducted. Everything that you bought for your office can be tax deducted. I've literally tax deducted every single thing in this room a couple of years ago. I spent maybe about $500 for every piece of equipment, like the tables that I have in here. The little things that I've done in this room that I didn't have previously, I did a tax deduction on, and I've used it, and it's literally just for this room. It's not for anywhere else in my house, so I was able to do a tax deduction for that. If you have a payment of rent or your mortgage, a percentage of that for the room that you maybe stream or record in. Like I have a complete office space, and this office space is about 15 feet by maybe 10 feet. This entire quarter that I pretty much live in, this entire area is completely tax deduction, but it's only a percentage of what I can deduct from the rest of the house. If your utilities, if you have power bill, your internet bill, all of that, your utilities, especially your power bill, you can do a tax deduction on that. Make sure that you add approximately how much you pay per month. I know that power bill is kind of fluctuates, is one of those things that you can put into your tax deductions. If you have conventions, this one here a lot of people don't do, which I'm very surprised that they don't. If you go to a convention, let's say you went to TwitchCon, what people don't understand is that is a meetup. That is a meetup for you to meet creators, meet businesses. It's for you to get your name out there more. That's a business expense because you came out of the pocket, you bought the plane ticket, you paid for the hotel room, got meals while you were there, the transportation, the convention ticket. All of these are tax deductions. I don't know why so many people don't put these things on their list of things that they paid for that helps grow their business. So now that you got an idea of what is tax deductible, let's talk about your income tracking. So when it comes to tracking your income, you need to make sure that whatever that you have as a form of income through this whole project, that you keep a detailed inventory or detailed filing of every little bit of your revenue stream. So it doesn't matter if you make your money on Twitch, on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube, on Threads, on Twitter. It does not matter where you make your money at. You need to make sure that you are tracking it. So your Twitch subscriptions, your biddies, your YouTube revenue, your sponsorship deals, donations from platforms like PayPal, Patreon, or Ko-fi. If you have any affiliate programs like Amazon, or if you are on the TikTok shop, you need to keep track of all of that. I have my way of organizing all of my stuff. Currently, I do paper for expenses and I do digital for all of my income. But I'm going to combine everything and make everything digital because I want to see the expense compared to my income. So there's 3 ways that you can do this, and I use one of them. One is a Google Sheet document. Google Sheets is a great way for you to keep things in order of when so-and-so came out. Let's say that you subscribe to a Twitch streamer on the 25th and you were paid on the 15th. So it's good to be able to have a date. What's it for? Was it an income or outgoing? And a detail on what platform and things of that nature. Now, me personally, I've gone over Notion with y'all 100 times. It's one of my favorite applications to ever use. I feel like it really does organize your entire life. I have my new startup business that I'm about to launch in January on it. I have my personal stuff and I have all of my Twitch stuff on there and my content stuff on there. And I use that also for a spreadsheet of every bit of income that I make. Not only do I have it set up where I can see what each income is, but I can also set it up where I can see how much I've made for the year. And seeing that bar go up each year is just, for me personally, I love that. So I really like Notion for certain features that it can do. This is just one of them. The most common used software that people use is called QuickBooks. Now, QuickBooks is a professional accounting software. I am familiar with it. I've used it. I've looked at it. It's not my cup of tea, but it is something that you can have on your phone. It's something you can have on your PC. It's a go everywhere with you, just like Google Sheets and just like Notion. But it does cost money. Google Sheets does not cost anything. And Notion, if you don't want it to, it doesn't have to cost anything either. It doesn't matter which system that you use to document every single thing that you do. Just make sure that you label everything as much as you possibly can. Your future self will appreciate it. So let's talk about something that a lot of creators don't talk about whenever we talk about this subject. Let's talk about quarterly taxes. Now you're probably thinking, okay, who has to do quarterly taxes? You don't have to pay quarterly taxes unless you expect to pay more than $1,000 per year. This is non-negotiable. This is from the IRS. You have to do it this way. That way that they can keep it steady, instead of asking you at the end of the year, okay, well, you owe me $3,000. I'm gonna be honest with you. Ain't nobody really have $3,000 that they can just fork on over real quick. If you don't do it this way, then you can actually get fined and have penalties against you. You also have dates that these are supposed to be due. It is April 15th, June 15th, September 15th, and January 15th. So if you are somebody that's going to be owing more than $1,000 in taxes, make sure you have these dates put onto your calendar so that you know, okay, I got to make sure that everything is ready by this day so I can go get my taxes done. So your next question will probably be, what are some filing options that you can do? You can hire a CPA, which is more recommended for people who have to file quarterly. You can use tax software like TurboTax if you wanted to, or you're more than welcome to go see somebody like H&R Block. You can always go see a tax professional. If you're not very good with your taxes and you're not very good with like the numbers and trying to figure out what goes where, I highly recommend you go see a tax professional. I personally do all of my taxes at my house. I use TurboTax and it has not let me down yet. So one of the things that I see a lot of people also talk about is when are they going to get their tax forms? Okay, so you are going to get a 1099 form for every platform that paid you. Now, most of the times they would send you an email saying that, hey, your 1099 is ready, go print it out, go check it out. You will have to print these out. You can keep a digital copy on your computer if you decide to do like TurboTax, but I always recommend that you do print them out so that you have them on file. Remember, guys, you have to keep 7 years worth of your taxes on file at any given moment. This way it will not count against you if they want to audit you. You have all of your forms ready for you, and you can also print out what you did on, if you did TurboTax, you'll print out everything that TurboTax said that everything went to. Recommendations for saving up for your taxes is always highly recommended that you save 20 to 30%. Make sure that you're doing that before you do any bills, before you pay anything. Make sure that you take out 30% of that. Set it aside, put it in a savings account. You can put it in a high yield savings account. You can literally make money off of that throughout the year, and it's free money. I don't know if people realize this or not, but you can literally put your taxes in a high yield savings account, keep it there, and you make money off of it every single month. My biggest argument about this is to keep your personal finances away from your business finance. Now, I see this all so much that people just combine everything together. You can't do that. Let's put it this way. Like my husband, he works for UPS and he makes all of the money that pays for like our entire house. And then what I make is to pay, you know, other things, works for UPS. So he is going to go on his separate things because he's not an entrepreneur. He doesn't work for himself. I work for myself. So all of mine has to be separate from his. It can't be combined. Make sure that you just go ahead and keep it separate at the start of the year. And if it helps you with keeping it separate, make sure that you go ahead and just open up a business account. So as we're here at the closing, just remember that staying organized is a top priority when it comes to taxes. Make sure that you are organized throughout the entire year, not just when tax season hits, because you're going to be so stressed out. And there's no point of being stressed out during this time of year. Everybody knows when tax season is due. So we need to make sure that we stay on top of it as creators. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to go ahead and give it a like so the next person that is possibly looking for this video can find it. If you enjoy this type of content and you would like more content around streaming, social media, and how to really grow your brand, make sure you go ahead and sub to the channel so that you never miss an upload. By the way, guys, if you don't mind, drop a comment down below. What is your favorite tax organization hack or tool? Guys, I appreciate you being here and I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys.